What's up, dudes?
Yep, I do.
I think this is about as good as the mobile setup that I can get.
Well, just do it on
at the moment.
If we're not going to work on it, there's some things we can do for sure. There's not a whole lot left besides bolting it all together and the intake manifold. This plate here, this is like a 30-minute job total.
Yeah.
With the intake on there, so it's not a huge deal.
Truck. Could we get the motor and transmission together on the cherry
Did
picker?
you get the?
I got the motor mounts. I don't remember what all put.
There's a box right there. Is that them?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's it. This is what this feels like. The motor mount.
Yeah, that's what a motor mount feels like. Where did you go, Chad? I literally set you down. Here you are. Fuck me. What's up, man? Yeah, you saw we're not at the track today. The track's closed right now. I don't know if there's lots to talk about or nothing to talk about. I'm down for whatever. Yeah. It is what it is right now. I don't know. Definitely wasn't my choice. And I don't know that it's permanent or anything like that. Bill says it's not permanent.
Oh well, it shouldn't be.
I don't know shit. If anybody wants, like, all I heard was what people were saying about the other live streams when they confronted the police officer out front with Eason, and that there was an issue with the permits, and then I know they weren't able to stay open past 10 o'clock without getting in trouble, and they took fines for that, and that's why one of the reasons that our race was kind of fucked over on was they burnt us really bad on that. So
absolutely. So what happened? And
there's a lot of fucking shit, and that's why I was saying last week there's more to the story that I can't talk about right now, but we can probably talk about later. So,
well, what I'm going to talk about is not anything that's going to get us in trouble or anything. The bottom line is this: the track has been opened and owned by the same family for 70 years. Same family.
Yeah.
There's never been a noise abatement. There's never been an issue of noise or anything. The Venezuelans are a problem, without question. They create all kinds of noise and all kinds of racket, and that's what the complaint is basically about. It's about them. It's not about the racing. It's about the garbage music and all the crap that goes on.
Some of it's good music. I'm just gonna say that. Some of it. But yeah, no.
Here's the thing. And Yellow Belly has a reputation as there's been stupid things that have happened out there, but not nearly as many stupid things as what happens out there right now with the Venezuelans. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 100% the truth. So, what I think should have been going on all along, and now keep in mind, the Venezuelans are not nearly as out of hand as they were. Before, for a long time, you couldn't get down the return road. They were doing donuts in the middle of the evening when everybody was racing and throwing gravel on race cars. All that stuff is basically stopped. They get over in their section. They don't bother people. They're just loud. Okay, they're absolutely just loud. And there are people that they have a problem with that. So, the tack that needs to happen is Easton needs to take all the permits for the last 70 years that they've had and take them down and go, this is what's been going on forever. Nothing has changed. It's a racetrack. And so now, so what had happened in the 11th hour, the city gave them a permit that they still don't even have a copy of. They changed, I believe the city lied and changed the permit and did all kinds of crap because of a couple of obnoxious city council people and things like that don't give a rip. They care about themselves just like everybody else. Shotwell is one of them, and a couple other people. Anyway, the issue is that the noise, and that's all it is. And it's not the noise of the racing, so it's really annoying. So what Easton needs to do is he needs to.
Music.
It is the music. Easton needs to
I
take.
think, in my opinion, the problem is when they tried to change from a drag strip to a multi-use venue, and that's when they changed the permits.
Except here's the thing. Here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that. They never issued a special purpose multi-use permit. They went back to the racing permit. That's what they did. The city would not allow them to do that.
All right, we police the noise and go back to operating business.
Correct. Except now we have. And if there's any punk ass lawyers out there, you're all punk ass lawyers. Okay, don't like any of them.
This is
my
not
opinion.
Opinions of the TSV Motorsports.
No, this is the opinion of Bill. This is the opinion of Bill. I don't like lawyers. I don't like any of you. I never have. I never will. The reason that we have 2/3 of the problem, or 99% of the problem in this country, is because of dirtbag lawyers. So, we have lawyers talking to other lawyers now, and that's where this turns into a problem. So, the track has been the track forever. It's the safest place to be, as far as I would much rather have all the racers and all the knuckleheads that want to go out and do takeovers. I'd rather have them at Yellow Belly than I would out on the street torturing and creating problems. Yellow Belly is a racing venue. There's an ambulance there. There's security there. There's people there that know how to handle incidents and things like that. So, truth be known, it's the best thing that could happen for anybody that's a car guy. That's just the bottom line. And so they put the permit back to a racing permit, but they put in this mystery. You have to close at 10 o'clock. There's no noise abatement in the area that we're in. None. There is no noise abatement. So they're making it because of a couple of people that are pissed off about the noise, and I don't blame them, dude. I'm an old man. I don't want to listen to a bunch of music in my house if I'm sitting out there. I get it, but the bottom line is the track isn't the issue. This is the same thing as if you buy a house near an airport. The airport doesn't need to stop landing planes. This track was there before Shotwell was born, before any of these knuckleheads were born. It was there. It's been running ever since. It's the same family. It's the same thing. So what needs to happen is we need to get the doggone original racing permit and just need to do a racing thing. That's what we need to do. And there needs to be no noise abatement. Most of the cars that come out there and run have mufflers anyway. 99% of them. And the ones that don't, like the Mustang, it's got a turbo on it. It acts like a muffler. It's not loud. It's not obnoxious. It's not anything. I'm louder right now talking into this camera than it is out there. It's crazy. But anyway, that's what needs to happen out there. So for the immediate future, the track is going to operate from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. On Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. the track's going to operate for anybody that wants to come out there. That's it. I know we need to get another. I know Easton needs to get another dirtbag lawyer to talk to other dirtbag lawyers so we can get this thing figured out. But that's kind of what's got to happen. So, how is that going to turn out? I have no earthly idea. I have no idea. I know that Yellow Belly needs to be continuing to run, and they just need to hire somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about instead of just a. They need to hire a lawyer that's a car guy, and even the cargo lawyers I don't like, but at least you guys understand who we are. So, that's what needs to happen. That's just what needs to happen.
Yeah. I don't think it was any of the revving. I think it was.
It wasn't. Not the revving at all.
It
The
was
revving
just
was
the
nothing.
music.
It is.
I found an old post. There's old posts on Facebook if you go back and do a little digging. But there's old posts about, the issue with the guy that you mentioned. He says it's blatant, clearly online. There's no issue with the racing.
Yes.
It's literally an issue with the loud music.
Yes.
And no one at the track wanted that music.
Except he wants the money.
But the whole idea of the money was, wow, we found a way to access this new group of people that doesn't give a shit about racing, but they're going to pay the track, a racing track, money so that we can perfect our racing track. And that, because you can't, the way their business works, racers and the Yellow Belly current spectators weren't really bringing in enough money to do all the changes that he wanted to do.
Correct.
You could definitely improve things, and they're more successful than most tracks. So I'm not saying they weren't making a profit. All I'm saying is they made it really hard for themselves because they took all this money and all these problems with the people partying.
Yeah.
And now, if they didn't put that money aside to
So here's the
problem now. They're fucked.
So I ran the track and managed the track and saw all the money at the track, and I know what was happening before the Venezuelans came, and I know what's happening when the Venezuelans came. And yes, there is more money, dude. There was plenty of money before they got there. I know the amount of money that was going through that track, and there was a lot. There's plenty of money. They don't need that. I ran a racetrack. I was part owner of US 43 Raceway. And managed that.
To make two different things. So.
They had plenty, and they had plenty of money to do. They had plenty of money to do what they needed to do. They really did.
Yeah.
Now, Easton wants to turn it into the Taj Mahal. He keeps talking about how he wants to repave it and all this stuff. And does that need to happen? No, it doesn't. It's Yellow Belly, dude. There are a lot of tracks out there that have been running for 50 years. There's a track within 2 hours of here that everybody says Yellow Belly's like heaven compared to that. And there's several of them out there like that. Yellow Belly track is not bad. The people that bitch about Yellow Belly track are the guys that spend $20,000 on an engine and no money on suspensions. Those are the guys that have the problem going down the track. Look at Tom Gunner. Look at us. We're running. That car runs 520s, 530s, falls off the trailer, runs 520s, 530s every time. I mean, and we're not even turned up.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guys go down there. I mean, the track, the fastest car down the track, and we're not going to go into who did it. I have personally seen a 437 on that track. Woo. You can't tell me there's anything, and he did it in both lanes. Woo. He ran 30s. He ran the 30s and 40s in both lanes.
He said it wasn't Tiana.
It wasn't Tiana.
In the
30s and 40s. I've seen 30s and 40s in both lanes. Dude, there's nothing wrong with that track. If you don't have a suspension, there's a problem. Now, do you need to learn it? Absolutely. If you want to go race on flypaper, we got plenty of flypaper tracks. I love Texas Motorplex. I love XRP. Those tracks are phenomenal. They always are amazing, super smooth. Yeah. But the bottom line is, dude, there's some fast cars that run at Yellow Belly.
I mean, I do see the argument, though. It is the last 2 years, the way the weather's been, the heavy rain and then the no rain. It's gotten more wavy. The bumps have gotten worse. The potholes that they repaired are already back again. And so it's like,
we're going. The potholes are the problem.
There's not any improvements that don't need to be made.
No, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that at all.
I
didn't say. And let me tell you something.
It feels like it's catering towards those partiers.
And let me tell you something.
Years, the racers were saying, "Hey,
dude, let me tell you something. I know how much money goes through the gate at that place. I know how much money goes through the gate. There has been plenty of money to fix the track. Yeah. There has been in the 6 years that I have been back here at this track. There has been plenty of money where that could be a brand new track. Plenty. Yeah. There was some things that had to be done. The part of the family had to buy out another part of the family from when Easton's mom passed away, because there was a whole huge thing on that. So I know that there was money that went aside there, but even with that, the money has not been spent the way it needs to be spent on the track. If they cared about this, and I'm not saying that they don't care about the racers. I know Easton does. I know Beth does. Beth needs that thing to run forever, dude. That's her paycheck. Yeah. And I want it to work for them. I want it to work for them. But trust me when I tell you, there's plenty of money. They're just not spending it in the right places. And then when they do things, so God bless Easton, and I love you, Easton, if you're watching this. Sorry, brother, but I love you, and I've said this to your face, and I'll say it now.
I need a drink.
When there are,
any beers?
When they did the patching on the track, Easton said, "I want to make repairs to the track." And I said, "No, you don't want to do it." And I said, "If you do, you've got to use specific types of material to do that." He went out. I was gone for 3 weeks. I came back, and Easton said, "What do you think about the repairs on the track?" All I saw was at the end, at the big end, which was great. We needed that. Yeah. At the shutdown, after the shutdown, when it goes down, and then I go up the track, and I see 2 huge patches that he made on the track, and I said, "You used the wrong everything on this." He said, "What do you mean? It's perfect. Look how flat it is." I said, and I told him this that day. I said, "We're going to have heavy rains. In 5 weeks, this thing is going to be a 1/4 inch taller or 1/2 inch taller than the rest of the track, and you're going to have to shade it." No, the guys that did this knew what they were doing. I go, "No, this guy that did this knows how to do a driveway. He doesn't know how to do a drag strip. There are people that's what they do, and you got the wrong guy. So just be prepared. You're going to have to bring him back, and he's going to have to shade this in 2 to 3 weeks, and then probably in 6 months, he's going to have to shave it again," which is exactly what has happened. So that one spot in the right lane, that's that big, huge square, that sucker raised up almost 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
And they milled it twice, and it's perfect now. But when I was there and when I was running the track, I would literally, every time I would go down there, I would have to I would take the hand sprayer and I would hand spray that entire square, 5 feet in front of it, 5 feet after it, 5 feet all around it, so that I could build up enough rubber to where that became a non-factor.
Yeah.
And it's a non-factor now. You can go just as fast in both lanes. So there's all kinds of things like that just I would bring in. What I think needs to happen is you can bring somebody to come in and grind the track. Now you need to get either a guy that does runways for airplanes or a guy that does racetracks. They're usually the same people. The people that do racetracks are the same guys that do all the runways. And you get a 747 run down the field, you better be flat, better be straight.
Yeah.
So they need to get one of those guys out there, and they could grind that entire track. And if they did that, they can fix a lot of things. Is the track bumpy in places? Absolutely. If you stay in the groove, not a problem, dude.
Yeah.
If the problem comes in when everybody gets out of the groove and they try to save it. Instead of clicking it, they just don't click it. They just don't click it. They just don't shut it up. They just don't shut down. They think they're John Force. They think John Force is getting ready to call them and see if they want to go racing. So they get out into the nosebleeds, and they get out into the marbles, and they stay back in it, or they jump back in it, and then they put it into the other wall. That's the majority. I guarantee you, the majority of the wrecks that happen out there are because of knuckleheads. 100%. There are equipment failures. Vivian, I believe Vivian had a shock failure one time. She had a transmission line failure. There have been a couple of things like that have happened. There are certain things that are going to happen that you can't fix. You can't stop it. It's racing incidents. But because you're wanting to race and you're racing for nothing and you think you're John Force, dude, once you abort the run, there's no usable data after that. Right. There's no usable data.
That's it.
Take your dragging information and go, oh, this is where I clicked it, and then that's your information. Because the moment you try to get back in it, and you're off the groove, and you're where it gets bumpy or it gets rattly, it's not the track's fault, dude. It's just not. 99% of that is driver error. 99%. And you're talking about a guy who's gone off the track before. Yeah. I mean, it just happens, and it happens instantly. But a lot of that stuff is avoidable if they just don't do nothing that stuff. So, does the track need help? Yes, it does. It's better than a lot of tracks that I've been to this last year. I can tell you that. I'd rather go to Yellow Belly than a bunch of them.
Yeah. Well, you can't go tonight.
Can't go tonight. Can't go tonight. So Yellow Belly does have some issues. Yellow Belly.
Bring Boo in here?
I guess here.
Oh, she's going crazy.
I would request the shoes in the back with the shoe laying on my side.
Oh.
Nice. So that's what's going on. And so I think he'll get it fixed. I think he'll get it figured out. If he continues to, I think that if he continues to let the Venezuelans in, though, I think we'll be in the same boat in 10 minutes after we're done. He's got to stop. That part has to stop.
It's just the music. It's nothing. Yeah.
It has to stop.
It has to get turned down.
It's just the music. It's not the Venezuelan people. It's just the music. I mean, turn your damn music down. When you come out there and you got an $85,000 van with $600 million worth of speakers on it, dude. I've been to concerts that weren't as nice as what's out there. These guys have those vans are amazing, man. It's incredible. They care as much about that as we care about the car world.
For sure.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Go find a place in the middle of nowhere to where you can do that where nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to buy a piece of property 50 miles out and say, hey guys, come out here all you want. I'll make $1 million on beer cans after they're done. I mean, good Lord. But you just can't do it here. You just can't do it here. So this is. I don't want to say Easton is greedy because his heart is in the right place. I want to do this so I can make this money. Great. Thank you for saying that. Now, in order for you to have a track, you have to have a track, which means you have to send these people down the road, and he won't do it. He just won't do it. That's why I left. I mean, I left because it's like, the problem is this. Very rarely do the police need to be called for a racing issue. Very rarely. For some betting or gambling or somebody's stupid and they're pissed off and they get into a fight. And that happens. I mean, that absolutely happens. But we don't need to call the police for it. We got security that can shut that stuff down right away. Security is out there shooting Orby balls at Venezuelans because they won't leave, or they do donuts, or they break people's windshields, or they do all kinds of stupid shit. In a 3-week period of time, they brought the police out there 11 times. 11 times. And I told Easton, I kept telling him, I said, look, you got to tell your security
That's a lot
to
of
stop calling the
hours.
police.
Yeah.
I said, you got to stop calling the police. He goes, well, they need to do what they need to do. I go, they need to be better at security is what they need to do. Because every time you do this, here's what happens. Some knucklehead is going to go, oh my God, we had 3 incidents at Yellow Belly. Because these subbitches are sleeping during the weekend. All the city council people and all the punk-ass lawyers that are creating problems right now, they're sleeping on the weekends. So, but what they do is they go in and they look at the police reports on Monday morning and go, holy crap, Yellow Belly had 3 police officer calls out there over the weekend.
Yeah.
And now they check that in the box. And they take all those over there and go, look, this is now a menace. This is a menace. This is a menace.
Yeah.
And the biggest menace is has half the security guards out there. You know it. You know it's true. You know it's true.
Well, I'm lucky enough. I don't break any rules, so I don't have to deal with security.
100%. 100%. And I'm not saying security shouldn't do their job. I'm saying if you're security, so here's the problem with security. Just like most of them want to be cops, or were cops, or think they're cops. And so what they want to do is, they want to talk to somebody else that's a legitimate cop that's got a badge and a gun. And so they're going to go, hey, officer, yeah, well, here's what happened. We got a 2713 violation of 5416, so they can all put their thing on the table or whatever the hell they're doing. That's what they're doing, dude. That's what they're doing. Instead of just saying, your ass is out of here because you were stupid.
Yeah.
Just do that, man. You don't have to jerk them out of a car. You don't have to. You go, hey, you can't do donuts out here, okay? Go home.
Juan. I know, man. Where is Juan? Tell him to come by the shop. Hey, Juan, if you're watching, come by the shop.
Come by the shop.
I think they live out of Fort Worth.
1001 Red Oak Lane.
There you go.
Anyway, it's just got to be that way, man. I mean, the security needs to do their job. They don't need, if they have to call the police, then they didn't do their damn job.
I'll let Juan film me while I'm off the shop.
There you go. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Juan can shoot the camera and I'll do the work.
Yep. Juan, you can be a spectator here, buddy. But I love the track and I love everything that happens about it. It's just crazy that we're not there, dude. It's crazy that it's not open tonight.
So, Chad, how long do you think till it gets opened back up to Thursday, if ever? I know some people are going to say it's never going to open back up.
Yeah, they said that last time.
Yeah, I know. Juan is bringing the mop to the shop. Oh, we got a mop here. You don't even need to.
Yeah, we got a mop.
That one's for sure. 2 used.
Yeah, we got a better mop.
I just bought a new one.
We got a better mop one.
So what's left to do on this 530? That's a good question.
So we're gonna put.
This is the one that she sent, or at least the picture is. Hey, where did you send that picture?
This is the correct style of plate. The plate goes on here. There's a different type of plate that has O-rings that go over top of this,
Okay.
and that blocks
So
this
it's all
off.
the same on this side.
Correct.
Okay.
It looks exactly the same. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
On the other side is where it's
Correct.
at.
So it's supposed to have. So this is for the oil. This is for the.
Is it not just a
DOD.
flat plate that blocks everything?
It is. It's a flat, yes, but this has oil pressure coming through these, and so you have to stop the oil pressure. So there's a so that has little hole. It has.
There's not even like
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
It has little deals that go on here and here and here and here, and then that blocks that, and that stops the oil from going up there because the oil is how they control the. That's how they control the cylinder to leak.
Yeah, we're missing the little thingies in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the technical problem.
Yeah, it's a technical issue. But again, this isn't stopping us. This isn't stopping us.
So what's next then?
We are going to bolt on. We need to bolt on the motor mounts. I got those sitting right here, so we'll bolt on the motor mounts. We can put
Do you
these
bolt them on to the truck, or do you bolt them on?
No, we bolt them on the engine,
On the
and
engine,
then
okay.
so on the engine, those will bolt onto the engine, and then these are what we'll weld onto the truck, so that the motor. These are what we'll weld these onto the truck. They're just 2 little tabs, and then the motor mount will sit inside of there. So we'll get the
Got it.
engine exactly where we want it,
And then you
and
weld
then
those in.
we'll cut these to whatever length they need to be and weld them onto the frame.
That's
We've
why
got
they're
stuff-
universal.
Correct.
They're not finished.
Correct. Correct. And then there's the motor mount bolts there. Then we have to build something for the cross member, for the transmission cross member as well. So
2 weeks at most if they don't want to lose that gate, or they don't want to lose that gate fee. Well, the problem is they did that once already, so they know exactly how much money they're about to throw down the toilet, and it's gonna be a lot. But they couldn't stop it last time, so I can't
stop it
imagine
this time.
this time is even going to be easier.
It's
Like
gonna be
when I
hard.
always got in trouble for a second and third time, it was always a bigger punishment.
Yeah.
So they're probably gonna have to wait longer. That's what my thought was.
100%.
Oh, here's a 3-month cool down or a 30-day no business or something.
Doesn't matter. Tony Shotwell or whoever the other knucklehead is that's pissed off. And to be honest, I got to be honest, okay? To be honest, the music is the issue. I mean, it's absolutely an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, it absolutely is, and I get it.
I
get
don't
it.
like the music.
I don't
just want to see racing.
I don't like the music at all. I don't, and I'm not saying that, but the problem that they're having is because of the music. It's not because of the racing.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just not. And I'm, you know, I'm a big proponent. And I told Easton, I said, look, dude, you can keep them off as long as you
What's
keep
up,
them off
Ashley?
so as long as you can keep them off the doggone, as long as you keep them off the return road and keep them from doing donuts while all the race cars are out there, take their money. Give them
I
a
said the
place to
same
play.
thing,
They
and
just
I
need
wish
to
I
be
had it
quiet.
because I didn't know there was noise complaint issues with the sound from their music.
I've told him that all along. I said, you got to get him to turn it down. You got to get him to turn it down. He goes, well, I'm having to face it this way. It's like, I don't give a shit which way you face it. If you're in a concert hall, dude, you're in a concert hall.
Yeah, I didn't realize how loud it was for people.
Dude, I can hear it. You can hear it on the highway, and if they had words to the thing, if I spoke Spanish, I could sing to it.
Yeah,
Karaoke.
Then that can't happen there.
No.
Without some sort of building to contain the sound.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It can't. It just can't.
Let them build a fucking shack. Go put a car in. Plug their
100%.
garage doors.
100%.
Get some nice power so they can all plug in their generators.
Boom. That's a great, dude. That's a great idea. Put an 60 by 100 building out there, and
You
say
rent it for events
you get
or
3 minutes. You play your music for 3 minutes as loud as you want to hear, and then the next
Drive
car
through
comes
and
through.
the next car comes
You
through.
know, just keep jam. Just do it. You know, just do like the SPL competition, right? Like sound pressure level concert.
of decibels.
Decibel grudge racing, man. That's perfect. That's what Easton should do right there. We'll make a decibel, and then just have that thing completely soundproof.
Yeah, just 10 feet
Completely.
thick walls.
Yeah.
Insulation.
Yep. If you come out and you're not bleeding from your ears, yours isn't loud enough.
Yeah. Does this mean more XRP? Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be at
Yeah.
XRP tomorrow, actually. I guess tomorrow's Friday, right?
Tomorrow's Friday.
My whole week is thrown off. The only race in town right now is XRP Friday, so that's where I'll be.
Don't they have? What do they have? Don't they have something going on? I think they got something going on out there.
Yeah, there's pro mods.
Oh, that's right. The promos. I thought weren't they gonna do some kind of gangster? I thought they were gonna have a little gangster deal out there too. I thought they were gonna have some kind of
Probably a
gangster
cheap street race on Sunday.
something. Okay. We should go take Preston's car out there for that. We got a pretty good, got a pretty good shot on that deal.
So XRP on Friday, and then Saturday, I guess, Yellow Belly.
Yep. Saturday, Sunday, Yellow Belly.
Saturday, Sunday. Oh. What happened to my Thursdays, man?
I know, dude.
XRP does have loud music. It's just different kinds of loud music.
It's also
It only annoys the copyright people and me. Because it's the same fucking songs unless they changed it. It was always
the same
literally the exact same
sound
songs.
place. Yeah, same sound.
Every time. And honestly, like when I was there every single week, it did become torturous to hear the same like 8 songs you don't like to hear over and over and over again. I would leave early because of it sometimes. Just being honest.
A buddy of mine, I liken that to the same. I agree with you. There are certain things. So in one of my early lives, I had a buddy of mine did music videos. We did music videos for live, we did country music videos, we did contemporary Christian videos, all kinds of stuff. The group live, we did a bunch of them. We did 3 or 4 for live. We did 3 or 4 for Mark Colley. We did the Remingtons. We did Amy Grant. We did all kinds of different people. Anyway, after 3 days of hearing the same song, or 2 days of hearing the same song 400,000 times,
Yeah.
you just throw up. You just throw up. Pain Lies by the Riverside. That one, that was 26, 27 years ago, 25 years ago. I can just now listen to that song without getting sick to my stomach. I was so tired of that song. It was absolutely crazy. But it's a good song. It was fun to make the video, but god dang. But so I can hear the same thing. Same 8 songs, 27 times. God dang, can we just change the... I mean, good grief.
What's the casting number on those heads? This is the $7.99, right?
No, these are $7.99, yeah. $7.99.
That's what he meant on these.
Yep, $7.99. Yep, $7.99. They're not bad. They'll make the
Find
car
another track to live stream from on days Yellow Belly's closed. I will. There's nowhere open on Thursday. That's where I'm at. So
I can tell you this. I guarantee you this. Galen will open up. He'll open up up on Thursdays.
If you're watching, hit me up.
Thursdays is about to be open, brother.
I will be there on time. I won't even smoke any weed on the starting line. I'll smoke it right next to my car as long as they don't arrest me.
There you go. Yeah, Galen will open up. They would be smart. If Yellow Belly shuts down, they would be smart to do that. Because these guys would often have a place to go. But I think Easton will get it figured out. I really do. I think they'll get it sorted out.
But if they want to open tonight, I don't know how much time I'll drive right now. If Galen Smith pops up in the stream and goes, sure, I'll open it right now. I bet
You're on your way.
12 cars. That's what I can guarantee. 12.
I-
Maybe
I-
1,200 people interested.
I
but
think
12
that I know we got stuff going on because we're painting the stitch car. So, but other than that, I think we could probably get Preston to load up and go out there.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I
So
told him
we'd
I'd
go
drive
out
it.
there.
He'd let me.
We'd go out there.
I
But
would
that's
drive
what's going
right
on
now,
there.
but
Just
I don't
kind
think
of,
that's going to happen. But I will be there tomorrow.
yeah, it'll be
Which should
good.
be cool. We
Yeah,
can see
it'll
some
be
pro mods hit.
Yep, it'll be good.
How much horsepower are you trying to make? Not very much.
With this?
I don't have any goals, honestly. I wanted the build to be way, way less than it is now.
Yeah.
So I don't care what it is.
But I'm
Any number is happy. I'm happy with
I'm,
it. I wanted
I'm,
400 horsepower. It's gonna be.
It will
way
make
more
that.
than
We'll make 400. Yeah, we'll make way more than 400. So what we're going to do with this is it's going to be turbocharged, single turbo, non-air-cooled, so we're going to stick to about 10 pounds of boost, but the turbo we have at 10 pounds of boost will probably be in the 625 to 650 range.
I want to build it for Cheap Street now that we've got more of a vision. Also, Molly's changed the color.
Well, it's not going to be we're not going to know what color it is until it's actually painted.
She's already
She's going
decided.
to change for
Yeah, she's decided it's not going to be the Lookout Midnight purple, which is fine because I might paint the Subi in that.
Okay, all right.
Because I thought that looked good with gold rims on the Subi too.
Ooh, that would
Lower
look
down.
awesome on
Yeah.
the Subi, dude. That would look awesome
Like
on the
gold
Subi.
and yellow, almost kind of like I'm thinking of like Ford Love Dove's white wall tire,
Okay.
the classic looking white wheels with some
Gold.
silk, almost like the slab version, like a Texas Subi basically.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, one
But
of the
anyway,
things,
that's just-
one of the things.
so-
So if you want cheap street, we're gonna need to make about 900 to 1,000. So.
No,
Oh yeah.
really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta.
I want to
you
go.
gotta get.
It's what is that? 650 to 7?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought cheap. Oh, I'm thinking the real
thinking
estate
of, like,
class,
Quick
like
Street or
the
something
whatever
like
the
that.
one that we're gonna
True
run.
Street.
True Street.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
no,
of True
no,
Street.
no, no, no.
Okay.
Cheap
650. Yeah,
It's
we
a
can.
street car.
We'll do that. We'll
It's
do
an
that with
actual
600.
real
We'll do
street
that
car.
between 650 and 700 horsepower without breaking a sweat in this truck because the truck doesn't weigh anything anyway. It's probably
Yeah.
that truck's probably going to come in. If that truck comes in at 2,800 pounds, I'd be shocked.
I need to get on a diet.
I'd be shocked.
Probably a good
Yeah.
idea.
I'd be shocked if it comes in at 2,800. We can put it on the scales when we get it. Once we get the motor in transit, and we'll have an idea of what it is. Right now, it's still got everything in it. So, but I think we'll probably come in around 2,800, 2,900 pounds in that truck, which is at 700 horsepower. You should be able to run 650s without breaking a sweat. Without breaking a sweat. Should be able to go faster than that. Probably have to turn it down and run 650s.
Yeah, I'd like to run
So-
7s at some
Yeah,
point too.
yeah.
We'll be able to run that slow.
Yeah. All we have. So what we'll do the exact same thing that we're doing on Preston's. We have a 6.0 tune-up for Preston's. We have a 530 tune-up for Preston's. We're gonna set the sucker on kill tune-up. We got a 4-second, a high 4-second tune-up for his, and we could probably slow it down to 650. But at that point, Preston just is gonna have to have
It's not
a
gonna
cup
happen.
holder and
That's my range. Let me
microwave.
take the 650 and slower, guys.
That's you.
Race
That's
me.
all you do. That's
Yeah.
all you. So and Josh wanted.
Can you do
Josh
a
wanted
wheelie
his
on
run.
650
Oh yeah.
with this setup that we
Oh,
have?
yeah.
I'd like to bring the front end up just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
Nice.
do that. We can do
My
that.
son's definitely interested in wheelies.
He wants
and I
wheelies.
love wheelies too.
Wheelies are
That's
cool.
one of my favorite parts about it.
Wheelies are cool for sure. Yeah, wheelies are cool for sure.
What's it going into? A 95 Isuzu pickup. But yeah, I'm always thinking more along the lines of like an 80s, late 80s to really early 90s times classic, like neon vibe color. So like, think of like somebody's ski suit from like the 80s. It's like
I was that guy,
teal,
so I know
purple,
exactly what that looks like.
pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like from Hot Dog the movie. I lived
Yeah.
that. I lived that life. That
Yes.
was me. So yeah.
She showed me some pictures. She wants to show Preston. I'm like, ooh. If
Yeah.
you take something like that, that's gonna cost a lot of paint. And
Yeah.
I don't know how, but she's got some ideas.
She knows what she wants. It'll all happen. We'll get
I found Bill's playlist.
Yeah, but can you do it without getting copyrighted?
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. Alright. No, I really don't. Yeah, I'm so used to deleting them, it's just part of it.
This just
It's
we just
kind
call
of
it
like, yeah,
Wednesday now.
I got to save money and not run the AC, but I'm going to be comfortable, so.
Yeah.
Here you go, Bill.
Even got the white man overbite.
Where's that? What side does that one go on? This side?
Yeah, it goes over here. So it's gonna go on here like this. And we have these type of bolt. We have these.
So where do we do that at? We have to put this in the car first?
No. So we're gonna put this on the engine stand. We're gonna take this off. We need to tighten everything on back here. We still need to take anything. We need to take the rear wing seal out. So we just pop this sucker off. We'll push this down here, pop it down here, tighten it up, and
But obviously, to get the transmission on it,
We have to turn it around.
yeah.
Can you put it on the stand that way? Facing that way? Oh.
No, we'll take it and put it on the cherry picker. Once we put it on the cherry
Got
picker,
it.
we'll start rolling all this. That's the engine and trans together. And then we really need a leveling. I don't have one here. We won't put it into the truck today, but I'll bring the leveler from the other shop. And so the leveler is a deal where you can take the chain ball and you can slide it back and forth. And while it's on, you crank it and it moves everything so you can tip the tail end of the transmission in and tip the front end up just to make it easy to make everything go in. So yeah. And then I would bolt all the stuff on the front after we get it in, but just to make it easy to get to everything that we need to get to.
They give us the wrong plate?
No, I think it's the right one.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
doesn't look like it.
Looks like first place. Does it? Yeah. This one just may not have a bolt that goes over here. Some of them do, some of them don't.
It looks like the main big bolts, though, it doesn't have.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, is that for the
Down, yeah,
transmission?
right here.
Oh, okay.
So this goes to the motor here, and then the transmission comes into the top. So this goes on. This goes on the valve pin. Because we have another one sitting right here, just to verify. This is the right. Yep, it's the right one. The bolt's in right there.
What size turbo? 72 millimeter, I believe.
Yep. Yipper.
Did you tighten down these? Like torque these down correctly?
No,
No.
we're gonna go back into them before it's over.
Got it.
Then we got a little adapter hub that goes in here. We already have that. We can put all the flex plate bolts back in. They're not on or tight, so. Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Running on ethanol, I'm assuming you got injectors figured out.
We're running E85, yep. We're running E85, and we're gonna run the Siemens 80s, the 80-pound injectors, which is good for about 800 horsepower. When we ever turn it up over that, because the turbo will make enough to make over 800 horsepower wheel. So once we go over that, we can raise fuel pressure until we need to use.
Well, I'm going to need a cage after that.
You're gonna need a cage before that.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a cage before that. I'm a big proponent of safety first.
When do we do the cage test?
If we had the money, I'd do the cage right now. I'd put
What do we
roll on
need
it
for
right
that?
now.
So
So
what's-
it's just tubing and we don't have we just have this bender in here that's just kind of a pain.
So we need a fender.
Yeah, and we could probably get some stuff. We could I got some people we could probably borrow a bender from a good bender from, so we could put one in it.
How much does a fender cost?
Oh, they're expensive.
They are.
They're expensive. Yeah, it's probably $1,500, $2,000 with dies that we need.
Does that bend all different kinds?
Yeah.
So you can
it'll
More
bend
than just that car.
inch and 5/8.
So would it be
Yeah.
good to invest in that then?
Oh, we're going to. Yeah, we're going to do that.
What
That's-
about that Crown Vic idea that they were talking
I
about?
love that. I love that. That truck that you guys found today is the bomb. That
Yeah.
truck is perfect.
Yeah.
That truck is a moneymaker.
Yeah.
That truck is a moneymaker.
All if you're watching, go message that guy. What would you spend?
So we were talking about that. So those trucks have they have a couple of inherent problems. One of which is that has a passkey type deal on it where it loses the code and it won't even crank, it won't even turn over at all. And that one doesn't start. I want to hear it and do a quick compression test on it. If it cranks over, I want to hear it. If it doesn't crank over, I'm gonna have a big smile on my face.
Yeah.
Because that means it's probably that little passkey deal, and then you just reprogram it and it starts and runs. So it's a security issue that is super simple.
Yeah.
Super simple.
That'd be great.
And that would be a blessing. And that truck's probably worth between $4,000 and $6,000. And so if it just needed that and to be washed and waxed and super cleaned on the inside and then run down the road,
Whatever, yeah.
that is a quick. I mean, in a fire sale, that truck probably brings $5,000 in a fire sale. Now, if it needs a motor, then now we're looking at a different number. Of course, the engines, you buy an engine for $500.
Oh, you're still
slap it
making
in.
money. It's just
100%. It's just work.
and
It's
less
just
money.
work, and it's work.
Yeah.
It's work. Because we got to get Dylan to put the motor in and all that fun stuff. So,
Well, you can teach me how to put some motors in.
absolutely,
I can teach
absolutely.
you motors.
But they obviously that low hanging fruit of that thing, if that thing is what we think it is, that would just be super.
Okay.
So if that happens, that would be a great quick, an absolute quick. So that would be good. And then, so doing some stuff like that. I like the Crown Vic idea too. Just have to, when you do the Crown Vic thing, you just have to be in a place where they do that kind of racing. So I don't know where they do it here. And we're also at the end of the season for that. So yeah, but we're at the end of the season. So I don't know how much longer their season lasts and what they do. So the ideal thing would be to find what they do. Man, in California they had these, what's it called?
Where are they buying them? Well, I'll drive them on a trailer.
Oh,
Load them up.
yeah. They had races in California where they would take the back tires off and they would put serving trays on the back or whatever, and they were skid racing front wheel drive cars, and they put these little, dude, it was the funnest thing watching these knuckleheads race around these dirt tracks and asphalt tracks. Some guys would put titanium on there so that they would spark as they're going around the track. Dude, it's crazy. And they're going as fast as they can go, and obviously there's no grip in the back at all. So they're literally driving these front wheel drive cars around like this, sliding all the way around the corner, shooting sparks and all kinds of stuff. It was so cool. They had a tire size rule, so everybody had to like run a 195 60-15 tire on the front or something. I mean, it wasn't big at all. That was kind of a limiting factor on it. But they'd get these old clapped out on Civics and all that stuff and do that. It was fun. Sorry, chat, there's no racing. Instead, it's just us talking. Anybody got any car builds going out there? Anybody have any questions about car builds or what you guys want or what you're doing? Or buy this guy's t-shirts. He never does. He won't ever say this either. Dude, this is how Chris makes it. Well, I shouldn't say how he makes a living because he doesn't make a living doing this. But dude, buy his t-shirts, man. He's got t-shirts on TSV Motorsports. Just, man, support this guy. I know a lot of you guys do, and I appreciate that because we appreciate having him out the track and all that. But Chris will never tell you all this stuff. If he does, it's in passing. And
Save your money.
so yeah, see, that's what he says. Save your money. I'm
Save
telling
your
you,
money.
save your money. I'm saying spend your money and
the like
support
button.
Chris. Hit the like button for sure. Hit the
Save
like
your
button.
money and hit the like button.
Hit the like button, save your money, and buy a TSV shirt so you can be, so wherever you are, they know who TSV is. That helps him too. You know, if you can't subscribe for $5 a month or whatever, what do you have a subscription group too?
Yeah, something like that.
How much is it? Yeah. So if you can't afford to subscribe, and you should subscribe, but if you can't, you buy a T-shirt. Then when you're out running around, they'll go, "What's this TSV Motorsports?" And then they can look it up, and then they'll subscribe. So there's two ways of giving them money.
Does this engine have a solid lifter cam?
No, hydraulic roller.
There you go.
Hydraulic roller. And to be honest, the solid cams, so If you're wanting to go ridiculous fast, solid cams. So here's the advantage. So you guys may all know this. I don't know if you do or not, but I'm going to pretend like you don't. Because we just ordered. So I build. I'm part owner of the company DFW Speed Syndicate 2, and we build some unbelievably ridiculous 300 6-cylinders. 600, 700, 800 horsepower, 300 6-cylinders, like what's in the trucks. Like what's in old F-150s and F-100 trucks. Nasty little motors for sure. And so we have a customer that we just bought a hydraulic roller for. And it's a relatively small camshaft. It's a 268 cam. It's a 268 hydraulic roller cam. And I personally would not have spent the money on a hydraulic roller. The advantage of a roller cam over a flat tappet cam is you can open the valves so much quicker. And that's the advantage of a solid roller cam. So if you're not going to go 600 or 700 lift and you don't want to hassle with it, man, a hydraulic roller is the second best way to go. They also have a really broader RPM range. So on a flat tappet cam, a standard flat tappet hydraulic cam, you get about 3,000 RPM of usable, really good usable range, 2,800 to 3,000. A solid lift cam, a solid cam, you'll get 3,400 to 3,800 RPM out of it, pretty much. Hydraulic roller, you'll get 3,800 to 4,200 real usable space out of it, and then a solid roller, you get some more usable RPM range where it doesn't peak and valley very quickly because you can actually open up the valves very, very fast, and that's the advantage of the solid roller camshaft. So you can make a lot more power with them, but on anything street driven, all my crap is either hydraulic rollers or like the Coyote motor, just an overhead cam motor. I'm just a hydraulic roller guy. They're so easy to mess with. What? Oh, crank scraper, yeah. Crank scrapers are very important. That knocks down windage for sure. That does make a difference. So these have them built into them. The LS motors have windage trays in them. They call them windage trays. And then the crank scraper, which is what you're talking about, there's literally the crankshaft spins around, and there's just enough room where they don't hit the crank, and it'll actually, the oil will sling off of it, and instead of the oil staying around, it'll actually go on the scraper and come down off the heel, so it creates less windage. The best thing to do, obviously, if you have all the money in the world, is to do a dry sump, because there's no oil in the bottom of the motor at all. The oil is stored in a separate container on the side and has a pump that pumps the oil mechanically through the bearings and then sucks it out of the pan at the end. So that's the best way to go racing, because you have a scavenge pump, and the oil is always in control because it's in a separate tank and it's running off the mechanical pump. Way, way, way nice. Certainly if you're going to go road course racing or oval racing, all the fast cars, all the fast circuit cars have dry sump systems, and a lot of drag cars do too. Most of the really fast drag cars have dry sump because it's worth big power. When you start getting into the 2,000 horsepower range and 1,500 horsepower range, that's probably worth 80 to 100 horsepower just to have a dry sump.
I don't need that.
Yeah, I mean
That's not for me right now.
Yeah. That's also a $100,000 joke we just told when we said that too.
Yeah.
So
those stories get real expensive.
well, you can make, they're making 2,000 horsepower with these. There's guys out there
I don't
doing
even
it,
want
so.
1,000 to be
No.
honest with you.
Yeah, it's funny. The 1,000 that's a funny thing because when I was growing up, if you had 400 horsepower on the street, you were the man. You were the. I'm not kidding. And now, if you don't make 1,000, you don't even tell anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like how much horsepower you make? Oh, it runs pretty good. It does all right. I haven't had it on the dyno yet.
Right.
I'll tell you. Yeah, and I don't either. And I don't. That's me too, dude. I've never cared. I've never cared. I've never cared. When we had the GT500, we have the stock unported lower world record for GT500.
This is Bill, right? Yeah, it's Bill.
Yep.
Somebody out here spitting facts.
When we had the GT500 and had the world, I still have the world record. The car still holds the world record. We just don't own the car anymore. But that car, we were beating a lot of cars that made more power than us. And they go, I make this and you're running faster than me. Yeah, we are. We have power under the curve and then peak numbers. Do you want to race your dyno or do you want to race on the track? Because we race on the track. Preston's car, we're probably 5 to 7 mile an hour more faster than most people, mile per hour wise, more than most people that are running out there with the same ETs as us. And because we go about it a different way, we have power under the curve more so. We don't care about the peak number. I guarantee you, some of those cars that can beat us, that can outrun us, I guarantee you those cars have more peak power, but they don't have more power under the curve. Power under the curve is all about the tune and everything. You want an average horsepower over the RPM range that you're running at. You know, the peak horsepower doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean squat. You want power under the curve. Yeah, you want power. That's the advantage that Coyote has right now on the LSs. LSs are fantastic motors. That Coyote's got a 5,000 RPM power band. I mean, they'll pull for 5,000 RPM. They pulled at 9,000 RPM, and from 4,000 to 9,000, that motor is ridiculous, man.
Let's put that in Toby.
It's stupid. We could. It's stupid. They're just ridiculous.
Right. This, where we got it now,
Yep.
that Turbo 400.
We put it into the Mustang in the back.
Oh, there you go.
Extra one.
There you go.
We sell it.
Okay.
For a turnkey streetcar build for somebody for $1,200.
Well, I think what we ought to do is,
Then we build.
I think we need to figure out.
Coyote, go twin turbo,
There you go.
and put 1,200 horsepower on it.
I think we.
Coyotes.
That's my problem with my only problem. God dang, dude, this is my big problem. I love the Coyote motor. I really do. Got a 1,000 horsepower Coyote motor. This one right here is going to make 1,500. We're going to sleeve it. That motor is getting sleeved, and that's getting sleeved, and that's going to my 65 Ford truck. And that motor will make 1,500. And I mean the 1,500. We're like drive it to Sonic 1,500 too.
Yeah.
I mean, like not like just drive it, dude. Just drive it. But that motor, the problem is every time I pull up next to an LS that's got a cam in it, you go, God dang, I wish I could make my Coyote sound like that, because you can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a center cam motor, dude. Nothing like a center cam motor.
No, we're not going to Yellow Blood tonight. They're closed tonight. If you're just now tuning in, Yellow Blood's closed.
Yep.
They're not going to be open on Thursday and Friday for
A little while. They got some.
I don't
They have
know.
some. They have a little court battle that they got to get on. So the Yellow Belly times that were posted on Gut TV. You guys are posted on Gut TV were 2 to 10. 2 to 10 o'clock. 2 to 10 on Friday or Saturday, and 2 to 10 on Sunday. So they're going to be open from 2 to 10 on Saturday and 2 to 10 on Sunday.
I honestly would
I know.
just trust whatever they post on their official website.
Oh yeah.
Yellowbellydragstrip.net.
Yellowbellydragstrip.net. Yeah, yellowbellydragstrip.net. That's where you need to go.
Get started on that, to be honest.
Yep, yellowbellydragstrip.net. That's the place to go. Yellowbellydragstrip.net or yellowbelly.
I think it's yellowbelly.dragstrip on Instagram.
It's
That's
yellowbelly.
what Deborah told
Yes,
us.
that's
their
correct.
Official,
Yeah, the official one on Instagram is yellowbelly.dragstrip, and then the web page is yellowbellydragstrip.net.
Can we see the intake manifold? I don't think.
It's nothing fancy.
It's
It's
just
not.
that one, right?
Yeah, it's nothing. It's not a.
It's stock. It's off whatever. It's
Sorry.
stock motor.
There it is.
It looks like you're pulling up your shirt and like
Yeah.
pulling down your pants to show like a
Yeah.
really small wiener.
That's exactly what it looked like. So that's the intake.
Vroom.
Yeah, here we go.
I can see it moving.
Yeah. This is electronic throttle body, so. Anyway, that's her right there. That's the intake that's going on for now. We'll probably put a sniper on it or something like that down the road. We'll get a sheet metal intake.
I saw some really nice small ones. It's got to be really low key because I want to keep the hood the same.
Yeah, we're gonna have. Well, this is actually the tallest intake that you're gonna get. That's
really?
Yeah, that's as tall as this is as tall as one of the high rams, one of the sniper high rams.
How far this shit is right here?
Well, you can see the one on Preston's. That's a low rise, and that'll fit under a flat hood on his Mustang. And that's what we need for this. We need to get a low rise for this. So, because we're going to be boosting it anyway, it doesn't matter. It's
Do
gonna
you think
pop
it's better
in.
to stick with a Ford performance tune or aftermarket tune when it comes to tuning a vehicle? Only because you can kind of blame a dealership if something goes wrong running a 2023 Ford Ranger Trooper.
I would absolutely, if you have warranty, I would absolutely get the Ford tune, get the Ford performance tune. You're going to be leaving probably 50 horsepower on the table, but it is absolutely, it does not void the warranty. Does not void the
that's
warranty.
no brainer.
We took they have the Roush Stage 2 kit that you can buy a Mustang or a pickup truck and put the Roush kit on there. And they make, I think they claim 760 horsepower. They make about 670 of the wheels. We took one of those cars and we did our own tune and put it on the dyno and picked up 93 horsepower
And
over the tune. Now, we blew his warranty. There was no more warranty after that, but we didn't break anything either. We were very, and I probably could have got another 20 horsepower out of it. I was being very safe.
yeah.
It depends on your tuner. So if you have a good tuner that's safe, like we're probably leaving on the Mustang on Preston's car with the boost level that we're at and everything that we're at right now. We're probably leaving 40 or 50 horsepower on the table, but we're super safe. And if something goes wrong, yeah. So if something goes wrong, you have a little bit of, and Preston's an outstanding driver, so he actually pulls off the throttle and can feel things and hear things and has a sense about it. He's very in tune with his car. So most customers aren't that in tune with their car. Nothing personal, they're just not. He's just an outstanding driver. And so he can actually tell when he can feel it. And so he backs off the throttle. So, but we just want to be safe. There's no fun. It's only fun to race your car if you get to race it. It's not fun to fix it after you blow it up at the track. So
Yeah.
That's true.
So yeah, the Tremor, that Ford deal, they have a great. Those guys do really well. They have a good safe tune. You'll probably pick up on the Tremor. You probably pick up 30 horsepower, something like that, 35 horsepower. Probably enough to feel. Probably enough to feel. So definitely a good option. Once the warranty's void, though, yeah, bring it up. or take it to a trusted tuner that you know that doesn't go out and blow up stuff. When I first started racing the GTRs, AMS was just getting started in the GTR world, and our car had the first AMS Alpha 9 kit. We had the very first Alpha 9 kit on our car, and they blew up an engine and a half doing that. And then I just said, look, I'm an engine builder and a tuner, and I just said, look, if you're going to blow shit up, I'll do it myself and guess, because that's what they were doing. And so I took it over from that. Now we make 1,600 horsepower and drive it. So that's not a bad deal there. But you get a good tuner that's not going to blow stuff up. That's your guy. That's your guy. So,
Don't blow Toby up.
now we're not going to blow anything up. Things happen, but we just this is one of those where we shake it down, and we just shake it down the right way, and we're just gentle until we figure out where we're at, and then we.
All right, Blues, no. Cheers, man.
Thanks for the bits.
No track tonight.
Not today. Friday or Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday.
Realistically, how long am I looking before this is in the truck and we're making hits testing the truck? If we didn't do anything,
We have almost all the pieces now. We have almost all the pieces now.
Do we really?
Yeah, we have almost everything now. I mean, we're missing the plate, which we'll go down to Summit and pick up, exchange that out tomorrow and get the right plate
Yeah.
for the lifter plate. Then we bolt on the transmission to it, set it in there. It's just a matter of making mounts. We're gonna have to build a drive shaft. We're gonna have to have a drive shaft. That little drive shaft that was in there, sorry, not.
What about the gears now that I'm putting all this shit in? The rear end? No.
We got tall ass tires on it right now, so
Okay.
we can change that with tires. Oh, you mean are we gonna break them? Yeah, we're gonna break them.
That's what I'm.
Yeah,
so
they're
we're-
gonna break.
So we need to.
Yeah, they're gonna break.
Well, then we just need to replace them before they're gonna break.
Yeah, well, it won't break till we put a tire on it, because you'll be able to spin the tires. This motor will literally spin the tires at will.
Yeah.
I mean, at will. I mean, if you step on the gas, it's going to break the tires loose. That's all there is to that.
That's true.
And so until this truck gets traction, real traction, you're not that rear ends, and those rear ends are pretty stout anyway. But until you put a real tire on this thing, you don't have to worry about breaking the rear end.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll measure and find the right size and find the one that goes in there. I think I don't know how wide the truck is. We need to measure it and find out. Because once we do that, obviously we have to change wheels too, because now we have a different bolt pattern for the rear end. So now there's all kinds of things we got to think about on that. But at this point, there's no reason to change it, because it's not. Until we put a tire on, it ain't gonna break nothing.
Okay.
It's not gonna break nothing. But when we build the drive shaft, we need to build a drive shaft for 800 horsepower, because it'll be capable of all that. So, and then with just a couple of changes.
For Bill, what heads can I use on the 6.2?
Oh, what's he wanting to do? You want an aftermarket head?
Ask me
Or
what heads I can use on a 6.2. That's all.
you're talking about? Are you talking about for racing or what? I would run the. I like the 243s ported. I just like the ported 243s. These heads flow so well; they're fantastic. But if you want to go nuts, you buy a set of Frankensteins, or you buy a set of Texas Speed heads. Those everybody makes them. They all make a good head for the LS. But the stock LS heads work so well, man. A set of ported 243s. So that's all that's on the black car. Is Redman ported 243s, and they're monsters, dude. They're monsters. I mean, we can put that car on the fours, man. So we're making 1,300 right now with a set of ported 243s. I just love those. They're great. 799s are pretty close. The 799s are 243s. I know the 243s are the desirable head. 799s are great too, though. Again, until you get into big horsepower. When you go to those big heads, like you go to a 240cc head or whatever, you lose bottom end. So you just have to look at where you want the RPM range.
You lose the daily
Yes,
driving.
and I'm not an RPM guy. I am not a high RPM guy.
Track's not open.
I'm not a high RPM guy. I would rather have. I would rather shift my car at 6,800. They sound really good at 8,800. They sound really good at 7,800, 8,800. They sound really good. But man, when stuff goes wrong, it's catastrophic.
Yeah.
I'm a lower RPM. That's one of the things in the Mustang, and I think we're probably the only ones out there running 373s in small tire gangsters. Everybody's running 430s, 411s, 456s, and we're running 373s. We're not turning the car hard. We're turning it 7,400 right now. We're going to turn it. The rev limiter is set at 8,000 on it right now, and it'll go higher than that. It's built to go higher than that, but and the camshaft will take it with the boost will take it higher than that. But man, if you can make all that power down low, which is why we're not running a huge turbo. I mean, it's got an 88 on it. It's not huge. There are guys out there running 104s and 106s and all the crazy monster 91s and all that crap. That car's got an 88 on it, dude. It's with a small AR, and everybody says it's not going to work, and they're out there running 140 miles an hour yelling at it, dude. So it's all about putting the package together correctly. Would the car go a little faster with 411s and spinning it? Probably it would, but at what cost? As it is right now, I mean,
right.
We'll have 6,000 passes on that motor, dude. It's just not going to care.
Yeah.
And so the devil lives above 7,000 RPM, and it just does. On a center cam motor, the devil lives above 7,000 because when something goes wrong, it goes wrong in a hurry, and you can't take your foot off the throttle before everything is in pieces. Overhead cam motors like the Coyote motor, 8,000. I spin mine 7,400, even though the red line on it's 8,500. I spin it 7,400 RPM with 18 pounds of boost, and it just lives. So I have a smaller turbo than everybody else. That car also has 315 gears in it instead of the 355. It's it's just a fun daily driver. And I gave up a couple of tenths, but who cares? I still can cover my index and do the things I want to do, and it's just a pleasure to drive. So, what's he wanting to do with that on those heads? You say?
453.
For a 5.3, that's what we're running, the 243s on our 5.3.
Turbo kits for my 453, looking for a little boost. For towing, maybe 500 horsepower.
Oh, easy. That's perfect.
I'm running 68, he says.
68 turbo? That's exact. I was going to say I'd run a 67, 66, or I'd run a 67, 66 on that sucker. If you're going to buy a VS Racing turbo or whatever, I'd buy a 67, 66. It's 500 horsepower. It's actually about 650 horsepower all day. But that thing will spool really quickly. It'll be it'll work really well. That's our go-to turbo on our 306 cylinders. We build at DFW Speed Syndicate. We build stupid 306 cylinders, Ford 306 cylinders. And our stock turbo that we sell with our turbo kit is a 6262. And with that 300 cubic inch motor at 14 pounds of boost, it makes roughly 500 horsepower. and that's a 6262 with a 5.3 and a V8 with the extra air that you're going to get out of the 2 extra holes. Even though it's the same cubic inches, it does create different heat and it's different patterns. I'd put a 67, 66 on that sucker. Man, it's going to, at about 8 pounds of boost, that thing is probably going to make 500 all day. 7 to 8 pounds of boost will make 500 all day.
There you go.
And that's a great, I mean, instant spooling. You're not going to make a bunch of heat.
Transmission on my truck, so I want it to stay together.
Yep, you won't have any problem with that either. It's just going to make a gob of torque, though. The thing's going to make a gob of torque. But everything should just live. You won't need a stall converter for it. You know, put a mild, probably put a stage 2 VTR cam in it, stage 2 VTR turbo cam, and which is really close to about what this is. This is very close to the stage 2 VTR, but we're going to turn the boost up high on this. So that's just at 7 pounds of boost, and we got a little bigger turbo. So at 14 pounds of boost, this thing's going to be it'll be 657. Yeah.
That's more than double what the Suzuki is right now.
Yep. In a car that weighs probably 500 pounds less. Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Oh, I'll be driving it 24/7.
Oh, I mean, the plan is to put air conditioning back on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have air conditioner hooked up on the sucker, and this
Molly has to drive it, so.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the rules.
Molly has to be able to drive it. Perfect.
Yep. Got the 2800 stall on the Summit Stage 2 mild cam.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's absolutely perfect. Summit really, God bless Summit. They steal a lot of information, a lot of data. They copy all kinds of stuff. So, and they don't make hardly anything. Most of the stuff is made by one of their other manufacturers that they sell from. So that's probably close to a BTR.
Stick it right there.
Yeah. Oop, almost fell down there. There we go. My personal deal on stickers on my cars and stuff, unless they're paying me, they don't get my stickers. I don't get stickers on mine. That's always been my jam. It's made me crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 88 world records, dude. You get to pay to be on my car.
Right. Can you give me something?
Yeah, I shouldn't have to pay for parts.
I'm supposed to put them on the pole.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Poles was
Absolutely. Covered with stickers. So, and that's perfect. Poles and refrigerators.
I'm gonna let my kids put the stickers.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna love it.
Yeah.
We'll get some ARP stickers too. Look at that.
Oh yeah. I think we have some. There's something and everything. I don't know if they were Velcros or not, but no, that's the way to go for sure. That's the way to go for sure.
Shorties, but wide. I think this is
Turbo.
a turbo setup.
Yep, we're gonna run the turbos. We're backwards, and so we're gonna run the turbo and mount that sucker. Let's see, it's gonna be sitting in there like this. The car's leaning this way right now. So it's gonna be on I think we're gonna put it on the passenger side. I'm not real sure which side we're gonna put it on yet, whether the passenger or driver side. I think we're gonna put it on the passenger side because we have more room over there. We're gonna get rid of the battery box. And I think we're going to put it over on the passenger side for the turbo. So we got them turned backwards so that we can do that. I think.
Yep, we'll be at XRP tomorrow as long as the weather stays good. And we'll be at Yellow Belly Saturday and Sunday, I believe. Just doing a short stream tonight to let people know what's going on, since nothing ever gets posted or anything like that. God forbid there's some kind of coherent information dispersed.
No. This is
Where people can plan for their businesses and jobs. And
man, here's the fun thing. So I'm gonna tell a fun story about Yellow Belly, which I actually like this story because this is the truth. So I've raced everywhere. I've raced Englishtown, New Jersey. I raced Rosso Motorsports Park. I raced Alcohol Funny Cars, drag cars, Bonneville, Salt Flats, boats, AMA motorcycles, Laguna Seca, Road America, Road Atlanta. I've raced everything there is to race, and or almost. Planes are next. If I just ever when I get my money, I'm going to get planes. Anyway, so at Yellow Belly, we're having a normal Thursday night. It was a normal Thursday night. There were probably 300 cars in the lane. And one of the guys that was working at the track for me, I was running the track at that time. One of the guys working the track comes over and says, "I'm done with this. I'm not going to play. You know, all these people are nuts. They're having to play Tetris. This guy wants to race that guy 6 cars back, and this dude wants to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And this is just unorganized, and I'm not working like this anymore." And I said, "Oh, okay, I'm really sorry to hear that. Where would you like to go to work?" He said, "Well, you got to fix this, or I'm leaving here." And I said, "Okay, where would you like to work?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "I have worked at and owned racetracks and worked at some of the most professional racetracks on the planet, with the best crews and the best staff. And Yellow Belly's not broken. It's Yellow Belly. It drives me crazy, guys. If I say I have 10,000 passes down a racetrack, I'll bet you I'm low. I'll bet you I'm low. I've been doing it my entire life. I bet you I'm low." And so at Yellow Belly, I'd come up in one of my race cars or a street car. When I had FAF, the Fox Body Coupe, I'd bring it up there, and literally there'd be some drunk knucklehead standing up on the starting line right behind whoever was running the starting line at that time. It wasn't before Juan. And he'd be going, waving me up, like I don't know how to get to the damn starting line, like I don't know where it is, right? I just did my burnout. He goes, "Do another burnout." It's like, dude, I know what I'm doing. I got this, right? I got this. And then you get up to the starting line, and I pre-stage, and I go through my checklist. I do my little head shake. I cinch my belts down. I check my neck collar, make sure everything is good. I take a deep breath, then I roll into the beams. And there's some knucklehead trying to do this number to me, you know? It's like, I'm in my routine, in my rhythm. I don't need anybody's help. And then, because people would be, because you know Yellow Belly, dude, everybody's $5, $5.
Yeah.
They're all wanting to bet, right? They're all wanting to bet on the side. So there's always the guys that want to bet on you or standing right by your car. So there's literally a guy standing in the back of my car, and he's got his hand like this. And right when the light turns green, I hear him thump my car. And it just makes me laugh. I don't care that he touches my car, but I don't need him to let me know that the light is green. But that's Yellow Belly, man. That is Yellow Belly, and it's not broken, and it doesn't need to be fixed. 400 people on the starting line, driving up there. It's crazy, it's stupid, it's dangerous, it's 50 kinds of crazy, and it's not broken. So when he said, "You got to find another place," I go, "I'll put a word in for you everywhere because you're a great hand, but I'm not changing Yellow Belly, and I know what they're supposed to run like. This is Yellow Belly, and we need to preserve that. We just need to preserve it." It's chat. If any of you guys don't live close by or don't live close by and ever come to Dallas, you need to come to Yellow Belly at some point and watch it race as long as it's still open. You need to do it. It is an experience. The video doesn't do it justice. The smell, the sound, the noise, the people. You can't get it over the camera. You can't get it on camera. I mean, I have a hard time talking about it without chanting. And it's just and it's the most unprofessional, scary, dangerous, stupid, and it's just Yellow Belly, man. It's just Yellow Belly. I'd have guys come up for the first time they were coming for a big race. I think it was one of Tom Gunner's races. I think it was his first little gangsters race, the first small tire gangsters race that they were having. And a guy had never been to the track before, and he came on the Thursday night before the race to test it out. And of course, there were 250 people on the starting line, and this guy, I'm standing up there watching everything go on, and the guy's behind the water box, and he's waving me over, and I go over and I say, "What's up?" And he goes, "Man, all these people are in the way." And I go, "Don't move." He goes, "What do I do?" And I go, "Drive up. Drive up. Don't move." He goes, "I don't want to hit anybody." He goes, "Dude, they'll move. They've been moving for 70 years. They've been moving since the beginning of time. Trust me when I tell you, when you pull up behind them, they'll move." "Are you sure?" "Pretty sure, dude. Pretty sure." And you drive up, and they hear the exhaust note coming, and everybody just goes, whoop, and you just turn by, and they walk by, and they fill in right behind you. And then you do your burnout, and they get rubber on their face and smacked with rocks and all kinds of crap. And
It's true.
Dude, it's just Yellow Belly. So if you guys haven't been out there, make plans to come out there. Make plans to come out here and see Chris. Buy T-shirts from him. We're trying to get him to where he has some in stock at the track. He doesn't have any in stock right now, so you have to order them online right now. Order your TSV Motorsports.
That's where they all are. I don't do any of that.
I know.
I need to.
No. Get your stuff from Chris, guys. Support Chris. He busts his ass for you guys. And he does it because he loves it, but I'd like to see him make $5 on a shirt or something. Anyway,
Almost make that on a shirt. It says 2 or 3.
it's free. It's $2 or $3 for free, dude. That's what you need. So
Yeah.
make your money and do that deal. So we like him enough to be doing. This is I can tell you right now, to drop off a truck like your truck and pick one up running would be about $20,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Would be about $20,000. And we're doing it for way less than that. I think we got a couple pizzas. They bring me blackberry Dr. Pepper, which is my favorite, and actually all the Dr. Pepper flavors are my favorite.
Any of the fake ones?
Yeah,
Not the real shit.
Well, I like the real ones too. I like the real Dr. Peppers too.
Fancy stuff.
The new flavors, like I miss the orange. They had the orange for a while,
Oh.
and then
Was
it's
it like
orange.
like the dreamsicle?
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
It was just a little bit of orange flavor in there.
No,
Oh
I
my
don't
god, it
think
was
so.
so good. And then the strawberry and cream.
The strawberry cream was good.
And then the coconut. The coconut was really good.
I like coconut.
The coconut was really, really good. Yeah, the coconut was really, really good.
Yeah,
So
so
anyway-
no track tonight, dude. Sorry. We'll be at XRP. I don't know what time they start tomorrow night. I need to look that up.
Yeah, I
Look
don't
that up
know.
right now.
So we're building Chris's car so you guys can buy t-shirts from him, okay? That's how you can support our shop. Bring your cars and we're going to build Chris's truck for him for free.
Yeah, we'll get some work done. Let's see if anybody's posted anything.
For XRP? Or for Yellow Belly?
Oh, Yellow Belly. We could read all the updates live on stream.
Woo! There we go. Is there an update?
I don't know.
Probably not.
There's a bunch more reactions. What?
They just
Oh my
need to-
god, everyone's reacting. So, what happens to all the big races planned? Like,
The Easton has told the guy for the 13th and 14th to be on standby, but he said he's probably going to have to cancel that one in November. The November 13th, 14th event. He said
Wow.
he doesn't know that they're going to be ready for that. Guys, this is from Easton, and he doesn't know anything yet. They've got lawyers involved and all kinds of stuff, so don't hold this. Easton's working his ass off to get this deal done. Believe me, nobody's going to work harder to keep the track open than the track owner. So I can disagree with how he goes about doing stupid shit or doing stupid stuff, but I promise you this: he wants the track open, and it's not. Is it about him having a job? Yes, but it's also he's out there. He could be doing a lot of other things. Instead, he's busting his butt for the track. And I guarantee you, I know the kind of money that he's spending to do the stuff and to fix the areas out there by the parking and all that stuff. He busts his butt out there, guys. He really does. He loves this and he wants it to. He wants the track to work and to be successful. I disagree with a lot of the stupid stuff that he does, but it doesn't mean he has less love for the track. He loves the track and he wants to keep it open. So when I say he was talking about that today, I said I don't know that it's time to pull the plug yet on that, because this should be something, with the exception of punk-ass lawyers usually spend as much of your money as they can before they find a solution. So I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get this figured out, but I know that he's got legal firms involved and things like that. So it could be over tomorrow, it could be over next month, it could be over next week. I don't know, but I know for right now we're racing on Saturdays and Sundays only, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. So that's the only thing we got so far.
yep.
More stuff on there? Anything good? No? Okay. Ye to the haw. So if you guys want race cars built, you can bring it to us. We're happy to take care of you here. If there's any crazy 306 cylinder guys, we build 306 cylinders over at the other shop, DFW Speed Syndicate. So we can build you a stupid ass F100 truck or F150. We build engines over there, and over here this is where they do the cage work and the chassis work and all the other fun stuff. So kind of fun. Nothing good. What you got? You're shaking your head like crap.
I'm just reading all the bullshit.
On what?
I don't know, I just like reading people's comments. what it was explained to me.
I love this. This is funny.
Well, I talked to the man.
Shutting Yellow Belly down due to the people with loud stereo systems, which I don't seem to understand because this is a drag strip, not a come show. Oh. Come show. COME show. Oh, come show, blare your engine, blare your speakers and disrupt.
You are not wrong,
Come
dude.
show, it was weirdly written.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really in favor of having English as the national language.
Well, it's hard because
something
it's
like
all-
that.
It's everything.
Oh, he's
has-
he's yelling too.
I tried, but
He's yelling too, and I don't disagree with you, dude. I'm. We
if
had
it's just
part
a
of that
music thing,
conversation.
just tell them. All
Turn
right,
it down.
no worries.
Yeah.
Sorry, we won't have them loudspeakers anymore. Didn't know it was a problem. Now that we do, we got you covered. By the way, we're going to open on Wednesday now too.
I told Easton today when I was talking with him on the phone this morning. I said, dude, I'd open 7 days a week. I said I'd have that sucker open from 9 a.m. in the morning until freaking 10 p.m. every night, and let people come and test and tune. And if it's have a Monday through Thursday, there's nothing going on. So I'd have everybody just, hey guys, it's $500 to come test and tune. The track can be yours. I'll have somebody sit here all day just making sure it's ready. No prep, things are ready to go. Have the lights turned on and ready to go. But Easton said nope. Saturdays and Sundays only, which is fine. He said nobody's going to come during the week, and I go, yeah, they probably wouldn't, but who cares? Who cares? Just be open.
Not at first.
What's that?
Is it that not at first? And then
They would eventually. My deal with the track, and this is what I told him I would do, and what I wanted to do when I was running the track. I said, dude, I'd be open. I'd open 6 days a week. I'd close on Mondays. I'd be open 6 days a week. And if you wanted to come down and test and tune, because Yellow Belly is a perfect place to test and do all kinds of stuff. It's an excellent location. A single car test and tune is $500 for 5 hours. Come out there, beat the car, do whatever you want to do, rock and roll down the track. No prep. Put the tree on, put the lights on, you pick up your time slip at the end and go. You get 10 cars out there, you can have it for $1,200 and just do that. I just do that every day. And eventually, if people start showing up all the time, we're getting 100, 150 people out there a day, to just go, hey, here's what it is. It's $40 a piece, $50 a piece. Just make it to where it was practical and do it. And I'd be open every day. I would have done that. I'd have been doing that for the last 3 years.
I already do anyway.
Dude, I've done that. I've been doing that. 6 years ago, I wanted to do that. So I told them, I said, dude, open up every day. It'll never work. Well, they told me Fridays would never work either. Fridays seem to be working just fine.
Yeah. I just hope they get back to the old ways.
Yeah, they won't.
Back to the old days, man.
They won't.
No loud music.
Well, he's going to have to. That is one thing I can guarantee you is going to happen.
That's got to change, right?
That has to happen. I guarantee you, if he wants to make this work, he's going to have to do that.
No,
Because the city is not going to have this punk ass, whatever his name is, city council people, whatever the knucklehead guy is. He's the big troublemaker.
That's the starter.
That is the starter. Not mounted yet. Oh, you wanted to hear it run, didn't you? The flywheel's not tightened up. Goes over here.
It goes over here somewhere?
Goes over here.
Oh, okay. Right there. Oh. Like that ish.
Yep, just like that. Yep. This is one of those cars that you can actually start without, you can actually start it on the stand. Because the starter bolts to the motor instead of the bell housing and all that stuff. So on the Ford stuff, most of the starters bolt to the bell housing. Oh, the old ones, the new ones don't.
So what about the electrical stuff? The fuel, like the ECU?
Mhm.
When do we put that shit up?
After we get the motor in there, then we'll run the wiring harness where it needs to go and follow all that stuff. And that's that Phi-Tech unit.
So you have to take all, like, everything off the car for that?
Nope.
Nope.
We're going to leave the body harness is going to stay on there. So the body harness will stay on, so all the lights and everything are still going to work with the breaker switches. Gas gauge will still work, all that stuff's still going to work. Oil pressure won't, because the oil pressure is going to be on the new screen.
Yeah.
Like all those things will be on the little handheld, and that's what will be your dash stuff.
Okay.
And that's all 4-wire connect after you get all the sensors and everything connected. hot, ground, switched, and a hot, a ground, a switched, and a field pump. So you just run those 4 wires and then everything. Yep. I mean, there's still got to hook up all the sensors. You got to hook up the throttle body and all that stuff. And I think let me double check. I don't think we have drive-by wire on that. I think we have to get a different throttle body, which we have. I think we have to put a cable throttle body on it.
Damn it, Chet. I wanted to go to the fucking track tonight, man. I didn't want to be in here. No offense, Toby's heart. No offense, buddy. I do like hanging out with you in here, but I didn't want to do it today. Well, we were going to put more of this into the truck, but I don't think it's going to today. Because they gave us the wrong fucking part again. Surprise, surprise, this is the 4th or 5th thing from Summit that we got that is the wrong part. This doesn't have the DOD delete plugs.
Yeah, we're going to have to put a cable throttle on this, so the drive-by wire throttle is going to come off.
So it is a Gen 4 LS Valley cover.
Right.
But not the right thing. Hey, what's up, Alex? This intake does look really ugly compared to everything else. Yeah, I don't like it up here. I guess it is kind of blocking some stuff, maybe. I don't like seeing it like that. Maybe we need a new intake. Maybe I need to go back to Summit. They made some nice shiny ones, man, that were like really small. You guys want to go smoke? I want to figure out a safety meeting with you guys. Whose phone is this? That's not my phone. This is yours. There's my other phone. Yeah, we need a safety meeting. Oh, is that the one? Oh, creamy coconut. Nice. About to coconut up.
Do the block brakes. I only had one coconut cold.
Well, let's. Oh, you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have more in there. I just have one that was cold.
Gotcha.
There's more. When you have a small deal, it's just a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, look.
Isn't that good?
Yellow belly not running Thursday and Friday. Yeah, not this week at least. But yeah, so I guess there's not really much to do until we get the mounts
Yeah, we need to get the mounts on there.
fucking correct. Hot for that.
Trying to find the motor bolts. Wrong.
I thought we did 2. They still run the truck.
Well, yours are, but I want the ones with that.
Oh,
I think
got it.
I think the ones with that block.
So we test fire it 2 weeks.
Yeah. Maybe before then, but yeah.
We switched the camera to the phone camera, and I'll just go drive around in the fucking rain, slide around in the soupy all night.
That'll work.
So it's pulled over.
Yeah, that won't work well.
Is that one right there? How big are they?
No, they're a little bigger than that. Okay. That's probably about the right size, actually.
I remember seeing some that we set to the side, and we were like, "Is that it?"
That's the right size, so we need 8
8 of
of
those.
that size. Not necessarily the toss balls like that.
What you doing, dude?
Is this the same size?
It's laughing, bro.
They're the same. Oh no, they are different, aren't they?
What cubic inch is that hog?
This?
I don't know.
325.
325. There you go.
The 5.3.
It's just a 325, man. That's all it is.
5.3. Yep, 325. It's an all aluminum LC9.
I need to know if Juan's gonna show up or not, man.
Juan, are you on your way, bud? I gave you the address and everything, dude.
Holy shit, how's there 80 people watching on Twitch? That surprises me, actually. There's usually like 20 or 30 in the shop streams. I'm just standing here looking at my phone. Terrible posture. Drinking Dr. Pepper.
Joe, are you watching on? Are you watching?
You got a buddy watching?
Yeah, I think so. You just sent me a text.
Well, yeah, you can tell them about stuff, whatever you can think you want to talk about. I don't know what to ask. We need to get that podcast. I think that'd be cool with Molly.
Absolutely.
Because Molly's got all those questions. No gut tonight, nope. We could drive to the gut on camera. If you guys want to, like, give me gas money, I'll drive out there and back. I don't give a shit. I've driven all day today, but I'll go drive that Subi right now. I need to reload the tune on that because it's got some issues. It's not giving me up. Like, it's limiting it at 10 and the boost is like laggy now.
Interesting.
So maybe I've got another problem. More boost chasing.
What year's the pump?
95. No, that's not. Y'all drinking a Dr. Pepper. A creamy coconut Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
That's what I'm drinking. No, I'm not driving. I mean, I'm not drinking the alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, really. Okay, so let's see. XRP tomorrow. Gates open at 4. Track's hot at 6. That's not bad. Fuck yeah, chat. We're gonna have some racing tomorrow night. Q1 and Q2, so there'll be 2 rounds of pro mods. The top fastest 8 will qualify, and then they'll race the next day, which we won't be there. Are we going turbos? Who's doing the turbo piping?
We are. Yeah, we're building it here. We're going to build the turbo piping right here.
What's up, committee
Asylum.
boys racing? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, what's up, man? Yeah, we're doing it here in shop.
So Joe Romero's on here. He's obviously watching us. He's obviously watching us out there. So he just sent this and said he's got a bunch of extra LS parts laying around. So if there's anything you need,
Oh, nice.
he's got it.
Hell yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we have a. So what we've got for this one is we've got an actual Phytech unit that we're going to run on this. But that stock unit is awesome, dude. We actually have a couple of things that we can use that on. We'll build some more. But yeah.
Will the track be open today? No, not open today. Will this event be canceled if it rains? No answers. Just 3 lights.
So yeah, Joe, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna come over to your place and look at your rig too, because I know you got that thing going, man. I'm excited to see it too. I know you've been working hard on it, dude. So we'll come over and take a look at it. Faux show.
Will you cancel the event if it rains? Yes. Yes, we will.
In some cases, we'll cancel the event even if there is no rain.
Man, Saturday's final qual session's at 5. That's a hot track.
On Saturday?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that'll
they're
be
not
awesome.
gonna race till later in the night, so the tuners are gonna hate their shit.
Yeah, those guys have their ducks in a row.
Not an
So
idiot
we have
motor for now. No,
alternators.
we were gonna do that, but they're just gonna put everything together since we have.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect, Joe. We definitely need that. We definitely need alternators and stuff because we don't have any of that stuff. We don't have any of the brackets or any of that for this car, so
Jim,
for this
thanks for the
truck.
bits.
So that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. You rock, buddy. And I'm going to come by and look at your car even if you don't give us all this stuff. So don't worry about that. And I know that's not why you're doing it, but I appreciate it, dude. Chris will definitely appreciate it. Makes our life really good and easy-ish. Cool. Cool. His ID, I don't know what his ID on. Joe says he's watching your live. He doesn't have your number or your ID, but he's watching us on the live. So cool to give us the stuff. So
Oh, yeah, I don't message wherever you like to message.
yeah, he's on all the messages for Twitch or I don't
We're
know
just
which
getting
one
your
you're
bill,
watching.
that's who it's gonna be going, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it anyway. I'll grab it anyway, Joe. I appreciate it, buddy. And Chris appreciates it too.
Hell yeah.
This is from Joe Romero, so yeah. Shout out to Joe. Let me see. Shout out to Joe. And Dr. Pepper, you should really sponsor us. Yeah, I know you're in Waxahachie. I'll come out there. I've got to come out there anyway, so we'll come out there and grab it and get all the stuff. I also want to look at your rig too, man. I want to see how you're doing. So I want to see how your car's coming. So you're about to have it running, I think. But yeah, we'll come out there and grab it for sure. Faux show. We got a water pump, but we don't have, yeah, we just don't have the accessories. Now we do though. So that's cool. That is cool. And after that, then we're gonna put this coyote in something. What? That's gonna be a blast. Oh, show. I guess I could jump on the chat here too. Let me grab my other phone and I'll do that. That way Chris can go do his thing and I'll. Oh, dang, dude. Holy crap, dude. It's looking good, man. Dang, that sucker looks awesome. Good job, Joe. This is what Joe's doing. Yeah, big block now. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, framed.
Yeah. Yeah, chat full on bad boy car for sure. That looks awesome, dude. Nice job. Nice job. I'll go grab my other phone real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign it in the chat so I can walk you guys. I don't have anything to do with it. You're doing
All right, safety meeting time.
that. Do this.
Field trip. This is the turbo. Or the turbo. Yeah, that's the turbo right there. It's going in the car.
Transmission, yep.
The turbo
400.
400.
Turbo 400.
The
truck. Let's see. I think if I just stick this right over here. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Oh, shoot.
Let me erase this guy. Let me erase this thing. Ready? Ready for this thing? Yeah, so is that. Phil, we're putting the stock Isuzu wheels back on it, right?
Whatever you want.
Whose wheels are those?
Those are ours. We just ordered them. Those are ours.
Yeah, I don't want them too big.
They're from that truck that they're from that other truck, the from Shane's truck, the 61 that we're putting the lift kit on.
Okay.
But he's got those
Yeah.
big wheels that are over there are going on his.
So I
Those
know-
are what we bought to roll around on, so it's no big deal. We're just going to put them up for sale when you're done with them. Or
Right. Yeah, we should.
But
sell
they're not
those.
many.
I've
They're-
got some other ones on this one's smaller. They need to be smaller. It's too stupid.
Oh, sure. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Bill's RV. Fucking monster, dude. How many feet is this thing? 40 something?
40.
40?
Yeah, 40. Yep.
Straight up 40, which looks like about 14 feet tall.
Yeah, 12.6.
No, it's taller than that.
No, 12.6.
Really?
Yeah, 12.6.
I think I haven't been around my RV in so long.
Yeah, it's 12.6.
I think that's almost mine. It's like 12.1 or something. It's not that much. But I measured it from the ACs.
Yeah.
You have those up there too?
I do. No, mine are all down here.
Ah, so that's
I
why
have-
we have
yeah, I
extra
have-
inches.
Yeah, I have. Mine's got a walk-on roof
All
though.
the way. Oh, yeah. Go to the NASCAR tracks and just be on the rock.
Oh, it is. It's awesome.
That's what we should do.
We did that. That's what we did with this before. But
Yeah.
I still pay for my spot in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, I still have an RV spot in Vegas.
Shit.
Way up there.
Oh, yeah. I'm afraid of heights too, so.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll go up there, but I'll be nervous as fuck. Don't get me near the edge. I don't want to fall. I hate that feeling of falling. Why? I don't want to fall.
Just cause.
Same reason I don't ride a bike. I don't want to fall off that motherfucker. 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's like still so fast. Yeah, I remember. Some bikes are tuned like you're 130.
How many gears do those bikes have?
31, 26.
If you're going 100 in first gear, they still have 6 gears total? Jesus Christ. What kind of speeds are they reaching? What's some of the craziest speeds you've ever heard bikes getting up to? Like, I don't even have a clue.
Almost 40.
No shit.
I've done 130 on Thursday.
Yeah?
tunnel.
Yeah.
You're in a tunnel. My dad's like a big 90
No shit.
You keep the pump going.
What's up, Evil? He said, why they change such weird days and times? Well, what do I know, I guess? Well, they're not doing it for any other reason than they have to do it. That's why they're doing it. They don't want to. They don't want to do it, but they have to do it. So that's what they're doing.
Certain bikes only have 5.
Yeah.
Most of them
Certain bikes, what?
have 5 years.
Yep.
Yeah, we all hope they figure it out. Otherwise, we're shit out of luck on Thursdays. Not too bad, I guess. The Gut's closed tonight. I don't know when it's going to be back open on Thursdays. Yeah. Let's see how this works. Oh, my casting couch shot.
Sorry, chat. Not over dying, I promise.
Oh, the casting couch shot. Yeah, what's up, chat? I know they're closed, but why? Because the loud music. They're closed because of the loud music. Isn't that silly? A racetrack closed because the music was too loud. Shit sucks, but it is what it is. And, yep. But yeah, dudes, that was pretty much it. I like this couch angle. Do this in the future. I'm going to call it so I can get some sleep. We're going to be at XRP tomorrow. I think they said it 6. I gotta check one more time. Honor increasing. Yep. Okay, so tomorrow the stream should be live about 6 o'clock. Woo! I'm gonna be sitting in a lot of traffic tomorrow. That's gonna suck. It's like an hour and 30 minutes at least.
Oh, for the drive during
Oh,
the day?
yeah. During the day, if they're going to start at 6, because that's before, like, that's just driving in the peak of rush hour the whole way.
Of course.
Unless I leave, like, at 2 in the afternoon and then sleep there for a while.
They'd let you do that. I bet they'd let you do that.
It's going to be wet tomorrow. Possible bad weather. Let's look at the bad weather then. If you smoke weed, you read slower but take in more knowledge. It's a fact. Let's see.
Every pot smoker says that.
I sound. Not this one. Oh,
Every
yeah.
drunk says I drive better when I'm drunk.
Oh, yeah, it looks rough tomorrow, chat.
It does look rough tomorrow on the weather, doesn't it?
I didn't even see that.
That sucks, dude.
Yep.
Yep, that's gonna suck.
So there's no racing today at Yellow Belly. There won't be any racing tomorrow probably because of the weather. It looks like Saturday... Dude, Saturday looks sketch too.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, in the morning. Even, I don't know, does Sunday look bad too? Sunday's got a bad chance too. Saturday's looking real bad though. Or sorry, Friday was. Well, let's see. I don't have that one on there. Yeah, whatever.
Man.
Oh, don't go to Yellow Belly. They're closed tonight. They'll be closed every Thursday and Friday for a little bit, it looks like. So, that's it. That's why we went live, to let you guys know. But that's going to be it. I will probably be live tomorrow at 6 if the rain holds off. If it doesn't hold off, then I will not be live at 6. And I will be live Saturday at 2, which is when Yellow Belly opens. Dude, nobody's going to be at Yellow Belly at 2 in the afternoon on a Saturday. There's not going to be a single car there. And after being closed Thursday and Friday, not a single person will be there on Tuesday at 2 o'clock.
He needs to. Well, if they want to get
Unless
their
they
time
need to
in,
promote it.
if they want to get their time in, they need to. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
No,
know.
I'm
They'll
just-
probably start showing at 4 or 5 or 6.
Right.
But you're probably right. But there just needs to. We just need to make sure it gets out there.
Yeah, 2 o'clock's when it's open. I guess I could try to go live out there, but I'll just go live from the phone to let people know it's open. But yeah, it's going to be rough. Last week, Yellow Belly closed before 9 because of a little fog. It wasn't the fog. No, it wasn't. It was because of the noise complaints. All this shit that's happening right now is the reason that our race was closed early. Because they're not allowed to be open past 10 o'clock. They've got a new curfew.
I will say this on that though. I was nervous. I was nervous about the dew when I drove back in.
Dew comes in for sure.
Yeah,
but
the hard tire guys would have had no problem. I would have.
It got
run
way
fast
better.
car.
There was one little fog cloud, and that was the convenient little fog cloud that let everybody say, "Oh, look, that's the reason."
We're done now. Yeah.
But now that all the information's out there publicly,
yeah,
it's a noise complaint
Yep.
because Eason doesn't play ball with
Nope.
city councilmen or
Nope.
fire
Anybody.
department, like fire chiefs and marshals. Like he just, for whatever reason, feels like he's being attacked, I think. And he thinks the city's out to get him. And really it's just
there's a dude on the city council that wants Yellow Belly to stop playing the loud fucking music.
And I don't blame
And
him.
I don't blame him either. And so I wish they would just stop playing loud music, and then I could stream from the track like normal. That's all I want. But yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why the event shut down early. That's the reason why the track's in a situation it is right now. Is because the loud music pissed too many people off. So I will be back tomorrow. See you guys then. Much love, dudes.